What if I told you the V8 isn't just surviving, it's about to make its biggest comeback in decades? In a world obsessed with downsizing, hybrids, and EVs, GM just dropped a bombshell in nearly $1 billion investment into something no one saw coming, a brand new next-generation small-block V8 engine. That's right, in 2026, the GMC Sierra 1500 is bringing back raw, unfiltered muscle, re-engineered for a new era. This isn't nostalgia. This is next-level innovation with old-school attitude. More power, better efficiency, cleaner emissions, and that unmistakable V8 rumble that sends chills down your spine. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because this is just the beginning of something big. They're not just refreshing an old design, they're doing wholesale reinvention. GM is committing $888 million to its Tonawanda propulsion plant in Buffalo. And why? That's their largest single planned investment ever. Add in $579 million at Flint, Me, plus separate investments for engine components in Rochester and casting in Ohio. This is infrastructure on an epic scale. We're talking hundreds of millions to support this next-gen V8. In an era when rivals are shuttering engine factories or pivoting fully to electric, GM is doubling down on internal combustion with cutting-edge engineering. This is a statement. V8 power matters, and the company is betting big that fans still want it. For anyone nostalgic about the rumble and responsiveness of a naturally aspirated V8, GM is delivering exactly that, but smarter, cleaner, stronger. So, what's really under the hood that makes this so exciting? First off, it's not a tweak or refresh. GM calls it the 6th generation small block, built from the ground up, and the stats say it all. Current options: the 5.3L V8 pumps out about 355 horsepower, 383 pounds-ft, while the 6.2L version pushes for 120 horsepower, for 160 pounds-ft. The new engine promises even more torque and horsepower across the entire RPM band. Not just peak bursts but muscular grunt from idle to redline. That's better toe starts, stronger pullover pauses, sustained top-end power on the highway. GM is utilizing advanced thermal management, redesigned combustion chambers, and precision injection timing to achieve better fuel economy, up to 6% gains over current V8 South while still meeting stricter emissions regulations. This architecture doesn't rely on turbocharging. Instead, it leans on simplicity and efficiency. You get responsive throttle feel, mechanical purity, and proven reliability without sacrificing modern environmental standards. What's more impressive, they claim consistent torque delivery under load, no lag, no spikes, just fluid, linear power delivery. That sort of behavior is rare in today's turbo-obsessed world. Truck drivers will appreciate the intuitive responsiveness, while efficiency-minded buyers get lower fuel costs and emissions. It's the best of both worlds. Behind the scenes, the engine platform itself is undergoing a major transformation. The Tonawanda plant is being modernized with state-of-the-art machining, casting, and assembly lines. Flint and Rochester are retooling to supply new components: intake manifolds, fuel rails, block castings, you name it. All elements are engineered to tighter tolerances, better thermal control, and higher durability. The new blocks will likely feature improved materials or coatings to reduce friction and heat loss. Every stage from cast to cylinder to combustion is optimized for efficiency and outcome. So this isn't GM quietly adjusting specs, it's reimagining how a V8 is built, assembled, and tuned from start to finish. The 2026 Sierra exterior is as bold as the engine inside. Think sweeping horizontal lines, muscular stance, and refined aggressiveness. The front fascia gets a serious makeover, a broad gloss black grille framed by vertically stacked LED light clusters, each forming the signature C shape. That bright red GMC badge stands out as a focal point. The new hood creases and squared-off fenders give this truck a stance that says, "I'm ready." Angles and proportions shift subtly, shoulder line climbs, roof line holds firm, wheels are larger, and tires are better suited for off-roading. Recovery hooks painted red hint at capability, while black trim elements lend a sportier, more upscale vibe even in base trims. Visually, the truck still feels like a Sierra but evolved, familiar DNA with a futuristic edge. It stands in contrast to the futuristic Sierra EV. This is grounded, rugged, and mistakably gasoline-powered but elevated in design and presence. Inside, the Sierra's cabin goes from utility to luxury with one move, a 33-inch curved digital display stretching from the A-pillar to the dash center. This isn't just big, it's immersive. It unifies the instrument cluster and infotainment into a seamless, responsive interface. With Super Cruise advanced hands-free driving built in as standard, physical buttons fade away in favor of touch surfaces and streamlined controls. Voice commands are smarter, touch inputs faster, overall system responsiveness leaps ahead of past GMC systems. Material quality also climbs. Soft touch surfaces spread across most surfaces, padded door panels, and redesigned seats focused on long ride comfort. Expect more lumbar support, better cushioning, and positioning optimized for both work and leisure use. Storage gets clever. Hidden cubbies, slide-out trays, and secure under-seat compartments tailor-made for today's truck lifestyles, carrying tools one day, bikes the next. The feel draws heavily from Cadillac luxury DNA with technology inspired by the CT5, Lyriq, and Escalade while keeping the practicality of a full-size truck. It's likely the highest quality interior in its class when it arrives. GMC is letting customers choose their power path, not pushing a single solution. The new 2026 Sierra lineup will include 3 powertrain options. The next-gen V8 naturally aspirated, efficient, linear, and powerful. A plug-in hybrid PHEV version, coupling the V8 with an electric motor for a silent electric-only range of over 40 miles, is likely enough for most daily commutes. Combined output is expected to exceed 400 horsepower and 500 pounds-ft, with the electric boost delivering instant torque from 0 RPM. Charging capability and EV range offer reduced fuel consumption and emissions in urban settings. The updated 3.0L inline-6 Duramax turbo diesel, retained for those who prioritize towing and torque over hybrid quiet. That engine already delivers around 495 pounds-ft of torque and remains one of the most capable diesels in towing duty cycle scenarios. This flexible lineup lets buyers pick classic V8 charm, plug-in fuel savings, or diesel towing grunt. It's a consumer-first strategy, not a forced migration to electric. GM didn't stop at powertrains, they re-engineered ride and handling with the all-new T1 platform. The rear suspension geometry is redesigned and shock mounting points have shifted, promising a more compliant road ride, less harsh bumps, and better high-speed control. Yet it retains the firm, connected truck feel drivers expect. Off-road is getting serious attention, too. AT4X models will feature upgraded ground clearance, sharper approach, departure angles, and more durable skid plates. Plus, an automatic terrain adaptive suspension program that adjusts stamping based on dirt, rock, or trail conditions. In short, better on-road comfort, better off-road capability, and a proper balance between smooth highway cruising and rugged trail readiness. Production of this next-gen Sierra begins in late 2025, with first deliveries early 2026. That timing gives GMC a head start over a delayed Ford F-150 refresh, positioning Sierra as the first to market with this evolved V8 setup. Starting price is projected to be around $40,000 for base models, scaling up towards $65,000, $70,000 for fully optioned AT4X trims. Yes, price climbs, but the features count as 2 more power, more tech, more comfort, more fuel efficiency than before. This isn't incremental pricing, it's added value. And with many customers nostalgic for simple yet capable V8 trucks, GM may well reclaim market share in key segments. Industry analysts will be watching closely. We live in a time when trends push downsizing, electrification, and complexity. That's fine for many vehicles, but GM is reminding the world that some traditions aren't obsolete, they can evolve. This V8 strategy is more than nostalgia, it's a future-proof version of power and feel. It's meant for customers who want reliability, unapologetic torque, engineering clarity, and simpler maintenance. It's also a smart market strategy. They let hybrids and diesels target new users, while preserving core V8 fans who aren't ready to compromise. And bigger than that, it's a capability statement. It pushes back against the belief that internal combustion engines are dead or outdated. By investing heavily in refining combustion, thermal management, and manufacturing, GM is betting that tech-savvy engines can still win hearts even in an increasingly electrified world. So when the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 lands, don't expect just another refresh. Expect a generational leap, a powerful, efficient V8 built from scratch, a flexible powertrain lineup, a polished, luxurious interior, confident styling, and truck platform engineering that offers both ride comfort and off-road grit. It's bold, it's risky, it's unapologetically truck-oriented but with modern soul, and it hits the market at a time when many assumed those days were gone. If you're excited by raw power done smarter, choice over compromise, and vehicles engineered for both function and emotion, the Sierra might just be your dream come true. Hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you love seeing big engine muscle live on, and stay tuned because this next-gen V8 is the sound of the future, roaring into your driveway soon.